Part 2. I had space issues. So basically, I leave. I told you I felt this thing like God was like, go do it, just relax, have a good time. So I run to go get a haircut from a barber I wasn't familiar with because my usual barber, I think it was closed or whatever it was. I don't remember. I go get this haircut, right? I didn't even really like the haircut. I thought, man, this is messy, man. Like, this is terrible. What, Lord, do you really want me to do this? Or whatever. I start running because I'm late. I run back to my apartment. I change, blah, 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 take a shower. Go to my friend's house to get a pair of jeans. I don't know if I said this in part 1, but I didn't even have a suit. I didn't have a pair of jeans. I asked one of my friends, and then asked the other one, asked my best friend at the time, right, Iman, to see if he could give me a pair of jeans to use. He was gracefully said yes. I asked another friend, the bodybuilder guy that inspired me, his name was Tana. I asked him for a suit. So he was supposed to meet me at the school with a suit, and I was supposed to go to my friend's apartment and get the pair of jeans, right? So I run back, I change, blah, blah, blah. I go to my friend's place, I get the jeans, and he couldn't make it for whatever reason. I would have been so glad if he could have been there, and whatnot. I would have been a lot more comfortable, whatever. He couldn't make it. So I get the jeans, they fit, everything's all right. I go to the place. The guy gives me the suit, right? The suit is big for me, like, it's big. And I'm not a suit guy, so I've worn a suit in my life maybe 2 times. That was probably like the second time. I wear the suit, I'm like, whatever, it's all I got. Even the shoes, I didn't even have shoes. I had to wear his shoes and whatnot, and they were flipped, they were so tight, so tight. So I go there anyways, I'm late, I'm the last one there. Everybody is being assigned a number, and the only number there is for me, right, that I go get, and they give me the number 7, right? I don't know if anyone came later than me, but I think I was the latest. Maybe another person came later, I don't know, whatever. So I get there, people are like, why are you're so late, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, we start the show, we do a bunch of things, we walk out, and, all that stuff. And I was just having a blast. Like, this is a shy kid, who grew up being shy all his life and whatnot. And I was just having fun, and I was even dabbing. Dabbing was a thing back then. And people knew me for doing that because in the sports meet previously, I had run a couple of races and, I won the MVP for the football thing and won the 50 meters and 200 meters. So basically my life was changing, So and I was dabbing that time. So I dabbed because I heard someone scream in the crowd, like, dab. Till this day, I still don't know who it was, So I dabbed and then people were feeling it. And it was just, it was all fun. We go back, we put on the suits and everything, and everyone's supposed to come out and make a speech. People had prepared some elaborate speeches. I did not write a thing, and I just thought to myself, okay, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to tell them the truth, hey, I didn't write a speech, just roll with it. So I come out there and I'm like, hey, I didn't write a speech, blah, blah, blah. But hey, this is what I believe. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And that's what I do believe, at least more so now than I even did then. And I said some stuff and I said, I'm having a good time and I hope you guys are having as much fun as I'm having backstage, just a light joke, And then I left, simple and short. And I just went backstage and I just sat down and they were doing what they were doing, the camera guys in front, the announcers, and we're sitting in the back and I could see people pacing, like some of the other guys, like they were like kind of tense. And I was just sitting so calm, waiting there. And the waiting points can be like really tense. And there was a scholarship on the line and among other things and all that. But I was so calm. I just was having fun, And that's what I think God wanted me to do. Just relax, rest, and have a good time. So I'm just chilling back there, no stress, And then we come out and they start announcing and they're announcing the runner-ups, like second runner-up and the first runner-up and whatnot. So they go with the guy, then a girl. And it's so tense, in general, the atmosphere, because they're taking so much time. Meanwhile, the thing that was really getting me, right, was that my feet were killing me because these shoes were so tight, and I'm standing there on stage and they keep on announcing. They announce the first guy. I'm like, okay, all right. Then I was like, so, okay, they announced this. There was one guy that I thought, man, this guy could win, really, good looking guy, dressed really neat and everything. I was like, you know what, if I think at least I could make it top 3, I didn't, I was just, that's what I was thinking to myself. I was like, whatever, So they announced the first guy, they announced the third guy, then third girl. Then they announced the second guy, and then second girl, and I'm like, wait a minute. So if, let's say, 2 of the guys that I expected to be in the top 3 are not even there, then I was like, God, could it really be that I'm going to win this thing, Or is it going to be that guy that I actually think could win it because he hasn't been announced? Because he was announced third.